You didn't say, the fuck, bro. Disclaimer: for use and education purpose use only. All rights, image, and music clip belong to the respective owner, and we do not claim ownership. I'm gonna wait till everybody get in here, cause it been verified that it was about 5 people that died that night, and we didn't know how to read the reports at the time, but now we know how to read those reports, and it's been verified. Man, look, we back in the building, right? Y'all read that title? 5 victims that died that night, and we finna secure that before Trey Gang finishing up with the organ harvesting and the cover up. And we're gonna go back to the surveillance footage and the 911 call, cause when they go back to the missing person report, the game is over with. All right. Since I see we got a little few people in here, I think we shall get started. You know what I'm talking about? I think we should get started right quick. Let's prove this in the police report.
I play this video, I like to send a shout out to Question Mark, a good sister. Peace.
Hey everybody, I wanted to show you the door on the inside of the freezer, how he opens it with 2 fingers. And the pictures that we see that's darkness, I figure that's, well, never mind, I'm not going to say that because it's bright right now unless they have extra light in that room right now. But also people are saying, I don't know if I'm the one who started this rumor or not, because I don't know who's all read. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person that read all the way through it, but I heard people saying
Bless
that there's
up all the
rumors
queens
going
and
around of
kings.
5 victims.
Love y'all. Check out what I was talking about.
I have been saying stuff about 5 victims on live chats. I don't know if that's what they're referring to or not,
queens.
But I'll show you guys.
I'll let y'all listen to the commentary, and then I'm gonna chop it up with y'all as soon as I'm done.
Quick.
One love, everybody. Queens and kings.
Alright, you see that? Okay, I'll get straight to the victims. Why I say there's 5 victims. I couldn't fit it all on one screenshot, but this is.
And I just want to remind y'all, this is coming out Rosemont website. It's coming out Rosemont website, and they got a list of people that died. And watch this. One of them died at the DoubleTree. Look, check this out. Y'all know how that was it was some conspiracy theory that Kenneka may have died at the DoubleTree. It was another girl that was at the DoubleTree. And this in the reports. I didn't know how to read the reports at the time because I was so high out my mind on the Kenneka Jenkins case. And I ain't talking about drugs. I'm talking about this Kenneka Jenkins case. Kenneka gave me a rush, bro. You see what I'm saying? And and when I got these same reports, right? And I'm gonna blow it up for y'all. My mind was just concentrating on Kenneka Jenkins. The whole time when I was looking at these reports, I didn't even know who was right there in my face. Like, look who all died. And they put the address on there, the time, the dates, and everything. Check this out. This is confirmed.
This is why I say there's 5 victims. It says victim number 1, Kenneka Jenkins. Date of birth 5/27/1995. Race black, sex female, age 19, height 5'7", weight 135. Oh, I want to read this too. Hair brown, eyes brown. Okay. Victim number 2. It don't show their name.
That's why they
Race
don't.
black, sex male, age 36, height 6 foot 2 inches, weight 225 pounds, state Illinois. Hair blonde, eyes blue.
So that's a trans. So there was a trans man that's dressed up like a female on the footage. Hold up. Not on the footage, but that's one of the person that's gonna die too. So think about the 11th floor when they were like, yeah, there was a bunch of trans on the floor when I got the letter from Fred's Cave, and I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? What's up with the trans? And in the family, you know what I'm saying? Some of them gay because they dressed up like women's and shit, like Puck and them, you know what I'm talking about? But let's carry on and let's take care of this beating right quick.
Okay, let me go to my next. Victim number 3. Race white, sex female, age 25, height 5'6", weight 121, state New Jersey. Eyes
Keep this in mind. New Jersey. Keep this in mind. Height 5'6", weight 1 something, right? Who you think you saw on that footage that night?
blue. Didn't put nothing down for the hair. I'm wondering if that might be. I heard her name was Mary Lou, the white girl with the sloppy blonde. I think. Don't hold me to that. That's just what I think. Okay, so that blonde. I think. I'm wondering if that might be. I heard her name was Mary Lou, the white girl with the sloppy blonde. I think.
Remember Mary Lou? Remember Kimberly Lou? Right? Y'all see what I'm finna head with this. Y'all remember the Kimberly Lou? She just screamed her name, was like, yeah, I want to know if this Mary Lou. You know what I'm saying? The white girl with the
I'm wondering if that might be. I heard her name was Mary Lou, the white girl with the sloppy blonde. I think. Don't hold me to that. That's just what I think. Okay, so that was victim number 3. Now get this. Victim number 4. Crown Plaza Hotel.
That's a
Victim
victim.
number 5. Oh, I can't read that. You guys might know what it is if you're from Chicago. I can't even. It looks like it might say CH. I'm not sure, guys, but it's another hotel
Another
on
hotel,
River Road. Looks like
Doubletree.
it's right down the street or maybe across the street. It's
They
by
got
the Crown.
Crown Plaza address is 5440 River Road. I'll never forget that number. Discreet. You finna have an address 5460. That's the Doubletree across the street. And they got this list of victims died at the Doubletree. So when you go back to Miss Teresa interviews, I might need to pull it up right quick. And check this out. I need to put Andrea Alice's timeout. And timeout. I'm talking about. Yeah, I want this one. I want to go to. Hold on. Hold up. Andrea Allison. What's that lady name? Hold on, what's that lady name? Hold on. Is this? Yeah, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Hold on. Let me go to this. I don't know why I keep thinking her name Andrea Alice's. I'm so used to I gotta go to her video and let's see what they finna say about Miss Teresa right here. Check this out. Let's go to this.
J4K. I'm doing another
Nah, not
Flashback
this one.
Friday video,
Not
and
this
this
one.
video was
This one.
broadcast on
Watch this.
4K. It is Flashback Friday. We're going back to Rosemont, back to September 11th, 2017. This is the day after Kenneka was found deceased in the Crown Plaza Rosemont kitchen freezer. I'm going to play a small clip. What you're going to hear is Teresa Martin answer this reporter's question. The reporter just asked her, "What do you want everybody to know about Kenneka?"
Check this out.
Listen very closely.
Was a beautiful person. Everyone loved Kenneka. Kenneka would go out her way to make someone else happy. She always made sacrifices. If she could make you happy, she'd be happy. Did you know she was coming to this hotel Friday? I heard of the hotels, but I didn't know. She sacrificed because.
Now, since you heard of other hotels, go back to this 5 victim when they said this.
I'm not sure, guys, but it's another hotel
Told you.
on River Road.
The Double
Looks like
Tree.
it's right down the street or maybe across the street. It's the Crown Plaza is 5440 River Road, and this one is something hotel 5460 River Road. That's what I'm saying. They're probably close.
That's why they didn't put the name on there. Because if you would have put the name on there, the Double Tree, you would be like, damn, that's why all those people were talking about Kenneka died at the Double Tree. But Kenneka died at the hotel downstairs. Somebody else died at the Double Tree. Now keep this out. You got a third victim. And we got to go back to the 911 dispatch when they said they was on the 11th floor and there was a struggle on that floor. They wasn't even talking about Kenneka at the time. They talking about another victim. Because you remember, they already saw video Kenneka downstairs, right? Downstairs, so they searching downstairs. While they upstairs, locating another victim, and I'm gonna go back to the dispatcher call, and this shit finna blow y'all mind, bro. Cause the whole time I thought when I was hearing the call, I'm thinking they trying to find Kenneka. And I'm like, why would they try to find Kenneka? And she was last seen on the lower level. Then they got Livernois talking about it's a struggle up there on the 13th floor. You know what I'm saying? And now you got the police up there on the 13th floor. And now look. You got it on their website, they documentary, and they telling you, look, this other people died that night. It was 5 victims. That's the crazy part about it. No wonder why they was running in and out the Crown Plaza going straight back to the Double Tree. They went straight back to the Double Tree. Look, check this out. 5 victims, and Mitch Teresa said, what?
Did you know she was coming to this hotel Friday? I heard of the hotels.
So she know about it was other murders at the hotel. Look, even the news know about this shit. If this ain't an eye opener right now, that why would the news ask that question about other hotels? Man, them folks said other hotels, so you already know, bro. They on the beast. Man, let's get those lights of insurance on this one, gang. Cause man, I'm finna cook right now. Now look, the news media said,
But got on her way to make someone else happy. She always made sacrifices. If she could make you happy, she'd be happy. Did you know she was coming to this hotel Friday? I heard of the hotels, but I didn't know. She sacrificed because Irene called her and told her she should come to this party.
Damn, Mitch Reese don't want to say nothing about no other hotel. Like, yeah, them other hotels. Yeah, I know, but let me get back to this, You see what I'm talking about? Check this out, y'all.
So she sacrificed, like I said, once again, her happiness because she wanted to go to the show. She changed her plans just to make her friend happy, her so alleged friend happy.
Teresa, what's the next step for you?
Boom. Okay. So, let's just all
Got her.
remember that Irene, not Monifa, Irene Roberts is the one that got Kenneka to the party.
That explains why she would get Kenneka to the party, because Kenneka is related to Irene, and they use Irene to lure Kenneka to the party, bruh. Huh? Whoa! And Miss Reese been knowing the whole time on this stuff. Let's go to this video.
Oh, wait, the phone numbers are different. Okay, so that is why I am saying there's 5 victims. They're including the hotels as victims, maybe because Teresa called up Crown Plaza Hotel acting like Betty something, acting like she was a police officer.
Remember that. Since she mentioned Betty, let's go to the Kenneka 911 call. We finna get straight to that call right now. And it's this one. And I can go straight to this.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter whichever.
Hold on.
911.
Watch this.
Okay, very good.
After this.
Hi, I'm calling.
Now after this.
I don't have the report number.
She's 19.
Hold on.
Disregarding.
Right here. Now check this out. Look at the timestamp on her. Not this. It's finna switch up. Check this out, gang. Right here. Listen to this call.
Rosemont Police Fire Pornsky.
Hi, my name is Oresco. I'm calling from the Crown Plaza, Chicago. Here, I was wondering if it would be possible to talk to Officer Captain Bell to start number 1422, and if not, maybe you can help me.
Okay, what's this regarding?
Well, they just responding on the report of the missing person who apparently or allegedly was last seen in our hotel by the room 926.
Okay.
And we reviewed the surveillance and they were here. Now I received a call from somebody who said that her name was Betty Green, and she said she was commander. She was threatening that she's going to come with a warrant, that she's going to shut down the hotel.
Okay.
Now, Miss Teresa made a post and said Miss Teresa said they made me sit in the lobby, and I called them, and they look. To make a long story short, if you know what time this is, 15:46. That's like 3 o'clock, ain't it? That's finna go on 4 o'clock, ain't it? That's 3:46, so that's going on 4 o'clock. When Miss Teresa made a post, if you go back to the surveillance footage, when Miss Teresa said, yeah, they guarded the rooms like we was, you know what I'm saying? Like they had something to do with it, and she was like, yeah. About the Betty Green call. It was around about this time. But when you watch the footage, Miss Teresa got you thinking totally on another time frame. So what I'm basically saying is when y'all saw Miss Teresa and her family was at that hotel, they wasn't looking for Kenneka, bro. They was there for somebody else. Cold game her. Said Betty Green. And then look. And she said, watch this.
Plaza Hotel. Teresa called up Crown Plaza Hotel acting like Betty something, acting like she was a police officer that was going to get the hotel shut down to try to figure out extra information about her daughter. I don't blame her.
Love y'all.
The
I
police.
want.
We got Southwest Entry Hall.
Okay. I'm
I got
sorry,
the
y'all, for the
hours. Food
pause.
Court Hall. You guys can take a screenshot of
I'm
this
sorry.
if you would like. It looks like there's 7 camera angles show Kenneka on video surveillance after attending the hotel party. Based
This
on
is
witness
question marks
statements.
information.
Okay, so she
I'm
was
just
seen
sharing with
7
y'all.
times after
I did some research.
the
She did
party
it all.
and 2 times before.
Bless up, Queen. Question mark.
I don't know what this is. Oh, I know what it was. Which
I
everybody's
got a
probably
guest coming
already
over, y'all. Let
seen,
me get a few minutes. I'm gonna come back on.
that
We're gonna
drug
talk some
that
more.
was in her system.
Please forgive me.
Look how much of it was in her system. I don't know if that's a typo or what. 3,000 milliliters of it was in her system.
They
Look at the average
overdosed her.
recommended dose. 200 to 400
See what I'm
for
saying?
epileptic patients.
But they didn't know what they was
Through
doing.
serum
Gave her too much.
Serum concentrations. Doesn't that
I
mean
just wanted
like
to show y'all that.
injection?
Love y'all. Y'all know I'm serious on it.
2,400
I'm
to
on it.
8,000. It also may be used for migraines
Bless
of
up.
25 to 100 milligrams daily and to promote weight loss. That was a thing that they said she was probably taking it for.
Bless up
was
all the
to
queens
promote
in the
weight
place.
loss,
Keep your head
which,
up.
if
I'm
that's
here.
the case, you're
We
only
got
supposed
this.
to take about 23
I'll talk to
to
y'all in a
92
little bit.
milligrams a day.
Here are 435 sales tips for you.
Now y'all see this stuff, right? Check this out. Look, they told you it was 5 victims. They told you it was 5 victims, so you know there was 5 victims, right? Then look at, all right, let's go to this. I gotta go to him. Watch this, y'all. Watch this.
600 from 609. Is the hotel manager with you, or is she in the lobby or anything?
There you go.
Negative, just front desk personnel. Can you see if they could radio her, because we lost her? See if they could radio her and have her just meet us outside the lobby and let me know if they get a hold of her.
So this how y'all finna look at this different. Look at it like this here. They already know what Kenneka is, but Leonora finna expose them on the 911 call, talking about it's a struggle on the 11th floor. Really basing them, busting them in the act, and they gotta respond to it. So they ain't looking for Kenneka, they looking for that other victim that was at the hotel, that died at the Crown Plaza, and these motherfuckers talking about they went in the room. So look at it like this here. If they got video footage and the manager came to the police and said, hey, I just discovered Kenneka walking on the lower level. She might be down there, and they finna go to the lower level, right? In reality, it's another body on the same reports what this lady just mentioned. Listen to this.
301 in the area.
301, 10-4.
Alright, 600, 609, I got her here with me in the lobby. Alright, 10-4, we're headed up.
Remember, and they're gonna have one in the Doubletree. So they investigating 2 more victims.
301.
301.
They've shipped music off for the evening, I'll be 10-8.
10-4.
201, I copy. One, 101. cafeteria or?
Why he said that?
Go ahead, Jen. Yeah, there are numerous areas in this basement and it's also in the sub-basement. I don't know if you want to bring out the firehouse and have them do a secondary search behind us, various research, and that numerous rooms, 7 levels. All right, 10-4. I'll get them out here responding cold and then just pop up in the lobby and we'll make a plan.
Oh, this finna make sense. Cause once you heard them about going into their room, this how you know they found another body in that joint. Cause when they found the other body in there, bruh, they called for an ambulance. Cause once you read the call, you'll be like, damn, in the middle. When they went in their room, they found the body. Somebody dropped the wallet. And they out there, look, when they found the body, the first thing they said, come downstairs and review their footage where we checking the cameras. In my mind, I'm thinking like, oh, they checking the cameras above the freezer. Now they were checking the cameras above a room. Cause they found a body in that junk, bro. They found a body. I thought it was about Kenneka the whole time, bro. They knew what Kenneka was, and this is what it looked like when Eleanor was threatening to expose another murder when it come to harvesting. Now they got to get the other body out the room. Watch this.
$201 to 600, you still want me to stay outside with the family?
Told you.
Yeah, for now, Rick. Thank you. 10-4. $201 to 600. Good, Rick. Just to confirm, the original room you guys checked was 926, correct? That is a yes.
Watch how this.
10-9? Yes, 926 is the room that we checked. All right, 10-4.
Look at the time on her now. Man, you finna be like, they ain't even talking about Kenneka at all, because they already staged her deal. They got to get this one out of her. Look what this shit sound like, yeah. Look what this shit sound like now.
Good.
Noise complaint, Carroll Court, need 2.
Ooh!
All right, take 201 and 301.
10-4, 201, 301.
Go ahead.
It's going to be in the front of 10466 Carroll Court, 10466 Carroll Court. Complainant refused to leave any information besides loud music going on outside.
201, 10-4.
I looked up Carroll Court. When I looked up Carroll Court, that's all the way down the street, right? Now you finna see why they're gonna have a noise complaint and they called about a noise complaint at an apartment building, bro.
301, 10-4. Did you guys go up?
What now?
We're trying to figure out what floor. It sounds like it's going to be the 13th.
13?
That's where you believe 13th? Yeah. Just FYI, I use binoculars to look up there. It appears there might be a struggle going on in that room. Hard to tell, but from the binoculars and from the very limited view I had, it could be a struggle going on in there.
Look, she was calling on a 911 call because somebody else was getting murdered and they cover up. They already staged the Kenneka Jenkins case. You see what I'm saying? Man, you finna get some footage of the Beverage man going back there finding out all this shit keep us entertained, but on this call right here, that's another victim. Man, that's another victim. And Leonora tried to look. It was like Leonora like, no, we got to do something about this. I'm finna call Ashley 911 call, and this shit finna go in the system, and I'm finna call because there's a murder going there. I see the struggle now, so she snitching on these folks while they were doing that, bro. And you know when they did it? What time? Look, when she called now, and when the police ran, look, check this out. Y'all see this time frame on her? What time they showed y'all in the beginning when Mitch Reese and Leonora ran out there, John? Cause Leonora pulled a fucked up move with that 911 call. That's why you never heard the 911 call from Leonora. And go back to the footage. Oh yeah, they fucked up real bad. Oh, since you want to do it like that, we threatened to release the murder video. And Mitch Reese begged not to release it. Is I'm good, gang? My audio's great. So now y'all can look at it. It's another victim in the room. It's another victim in the room. They already done cover up the Kenneka Jenkins case already. That's the reason why Mitchell Reese and them still up there. Cause not only you got a person in the room, but you gotta deal with Doubletree. Cause now you gotta get a body out of there. I know the story sound crazy, but goddamn it, you go back to the report. They got the times on her. They got the dates on her, bro. They even reported in the report, and I didn't even know how to read police reports. I'm seeing they saying there's 5 victims that died that night. You know what I'm saying? And in my mind, you know, I'm just thinking about Kenneka Jenkins and all this, and the whole time you got all 5 victims on that motherfucker. You got all 5 victims that died. You had one died on the 10th, the 11th, the 9th, the 8th. Man, I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? If I would have known what I would have known then, that would have been the biggest T. That just showed the world right there. But like, damn, look at it. 5 victims in a documentary. You can't let that go unpunished. Man, you can't let that go unpunished. And then this is what I said. I'm like, these the police, they covered it. I'm like, this was strange to me. If you're trying to cover up a crime and you the police and make it so bad, you got to document what actually happened. You really got to document that shit and give the whole investigation a duplicated of what happened and give us the false records, bro. Yeah, they had us focus on Kenneka Jenkins alone. This girl going viral, and you got all the other people that was involved in the case. Like, yeah, you know, it was 2 girls that died that night. Like, damn, 2 girls. You know what I'm saying? Then they were like, yeah, there were 3 girls that died that night. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, god damn, how many motherfuckers that died that night? It was confusing. No, we just know about Kenneka. Then they coming up with like, yeah, you know, Tony and Vet Evan. Then we think about Tony and Vet Evan. Now this shit really confusing. Ain't confusing no more. Ain't confusing no more, goddammit. Man, let's see, can we get the whole 100 likes ASAP? You can't debunk. It was 5 victims on Rosemont website, and they documented said these people died. And then you can go to this call and watch them. Watch this. Watch this.
(201) to 601. Go ahead. If you work your way down the hallway on that floor, the second room from the last. So if
It's
you
a
work your way,
body in there.
second room from the last room. That's there's someone looking out the window up there. That may match the description.
And they said the person looked out the window, and they got a prescription.
10-4.
That's why they need binoculars, goddammit. They ain't trying to get too close to that motherfucker. Man, you see how Livernoir, Livernoir.
Rosemont from 601.
601, go ahead.
Myself, 609 Tango, and 101. We're going to be going downstairs in the basement area, Crown Plaza, just in case he was communicating with us.
Now,
10-4.
now check this out. When you think about the basement, y'all thinking about Kenneka. I'm thinking about Kenneka at this time because that's when the manager said, "Hey, Kenneka will be in the on the lower level, last seen in the lower level." But they showed the body upstairs in the kitchen. Upstairs in the kitchen, right? So you know that she can't be all right. Check this out, right? The reason why they going downstairs in the basement, because you know there's going to be a part of the reenactment too. Let's go downstairs and let's say, and they really went to the other security office where the one that found her at, because now they got a bigger problem. Now they got a bigger problem, right? Man, when I say, man, this finna prove to y'all, right here, let me play this video, get this
To
ad
make
off
that
here.
sale.
Simple, huh?
Cause YouTube
No.
been tripping with the ads and shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just my channel,
I
it's
play
every
this
channel you
video.
watch.
I like to send a shout out to Question Mark.
Now, Question Mark knew the biz. That's why they were putting it out there. 5 victims were murdered in Rosemont Hotel the night of the murder. So they already knew. If you go to Rebel TV, you'll be like, oh shit, Rebel TV. You had just exposed yourself. You go to the 911 call. Watch this, y'all. Check this out.
600 copies. I'll stay in the lobby. Relay. Come to the Crown Plaza.
201, come to the Crown Plaza.
10-4 right outside. Alright, go to the front desk, grab the binoculars we left there, go outside to the family, and have them show you the room.
Ooh, it's a murder going down. Why you gotta grab binoculars?
I believe it's one down from the top. We're trying to figure out. We think it's floor 13.
On floor 13? It's a victim on floor 13. Because the kid party on the 11th floor. When I say keep this in mind, y'all know they said it's a kid's party on what floor? The 11th floor. But on the 13th floor, when they said, yeah, go to the room right here, confirm that room, they were like, it's a 10-4 in this room. And I'm like, this a 10-4 in this room. Y'all just searched 2-3 rooms. This what, look, these people just searched 2-3 rooms, bruh. I'm thinking they on the 11th floor, and I know they on the 13th floor, but I just realized, I'm like, damn, they confirmed it was a kid's party on the 11th floor. But on the 13th floor, that's why they was like, hey, yeah, look like a squirrel on that jump. When he said, go in that room and check. And when he went in that room, he said, the room is 10-4. And then when he said the room is 10-4, I was waiting on to the next dispatcher said. Guess what the next dispatcher said? Can you come downstairs right quick while we review the cameras? They go downstairs, review the camera. This thing, you know, they say go back to the room. You see what I'm saying? These people sent the police back to the room, bruh. And that's what the ambulance. Oh, Mr. Flo, you just dropped the #1. That's why you're gonna need an ambulance being transported, and they got a suspect in custody. Not in, you know, they got somebody in custody, but not like, you know what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? I see this shit a mile away. Now the game they ran, once you crack the game and figured it out, it's over with. That's why they had to take all the investigation down. You can't even go to Rosemont website and get this shit. And it's public information. You gotta go to YouTube, bruh. All these people just to get this shit, just to be like, look what these people said. It's other victims there.
201 101. Go ahead. If you're looking at the E on the Crown Plaza sign, if you look at the E, it's not the window directly below it, it's the one under that. So 2 underneath where the E is at. 10-4.
Watch this.
The blinds are shut right now, but I'm going to get the binoculars.
The blinds are shut, but he going to get the binoculars.
Alright, 201 or 101. We found the first room. We're going to open the blinds. You were broken up. 1485, are you still outside? Birthday party. We're going to flash a light out the window, see if this is the room that we were looking at.
Watch this. Hit the game.
10-4, stand by. I'll tell you when I'm out there.
First confirmation of the first room they searching.
10-4, I see you. Which family member am I supposed to ask? Ask the people in the lot right there, to your left. They're standing by a white car in like the lower, where you gotta walk down into the parking lot.
You hear the background? Look.
10-4, I see him.
Look, listen to his background. You hear people in the background, right?
Yeah, just ask them if this is the room that they were talking about. Yes, that is the room they're talking about. It's a bunch of little kids having a birthday party.
Watch how they finna confirm.
10-4.
It's called, watch this. Watch how they finna confirm it.
Hi, sorry. 201 101. Go ahead. Let me know if you see me, if this is the other room you were talking about.
Man, then that man said the other room? So now ain't this proof they searching 2 rooms?
Let me know if you see me, if this is the other room you were talking about.
Man, that man said, is this the other room? How many rooms they finna search on this motherfucker? Man, them folks said, is this the other room? Watch how they finna confirm. They gonna say, yeah, it's a kid part in this room. And when they were like, what's going on in that room? The man said a 10-4. And you mean to tell me, bro, this ain't blowing your mind if you got 5 victims and this on their paperwork and you know they ain't talking about Kenneka, bro. They ain't even talking about Kenneka at this point. They talking about the other victims that they documented and Livernois. You know what Livernois did? Y'all got us on our setup with Kenneka, but we got y'all on this setup right here. Check this out. He said the other room. Now let's play and pay attention.
No, it's the room directly to the west. All right, 10-4. One, do you see me? Yes, that's the room they were speaking of. 10-4, everything. 10-4 in this room.
That man said everything was 10-4 in that room. Guess what flow and what room he will be in? Listen to the next call. I'ma see if they finna wake everybody up. Now you got another body in that room. Think about he went in the other room and he said, hey, I'm finna go and check in this other room. And the police asked him, hey, everything good, like? And he like, everything 10-4. Guess everybody know what a 10-4 is, right? It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know what a 10-4 like, yeah, over and out, you know what I'm talking about? Watch this. Listen to the next call. Listen to the next call.
One from 609. Go ahead. When you guys are done up there, just meet me where the cameras are, please, or where I'm watching.
It's a body, and it's on video. That's why Mr. Reese was telling the world in the beginning, y'all know it's on camera on each and every floor. Guess what they did? They discovered a body. Well, they ain't discovered the body. They knew what was going on. God damn it. They said, come downstairs and let's review this camera right now. Keep this in mind. Kenneka already crying being staged. So this would be another cover up at the same time, bro.
Footage.
Look, watch what they finna say.
We are.
Check this out. Watch this.
For everything. 10-4 in this room. 10-4. One from 609. Go ahead. When you guys are done up there, just meet me where the cameras are, please, or where I'm watching the footage. We are just about approaching. All right, 10-4. Go ahead. Are you outside? We're on floor 13. Alright, 10-4. Do you want to come up there now? They're trying to figure out if they can pinpoint exactly which room.
Y'all heard that conversation there, bro? So y'all know it's clearly not about Kenneka Jenkins. So when they found the body in the room, bro, look. Now they got to get the body out of there. Look at the time frame, right? Just look at the time frame. Because once you read it, you'll be like, this. Look, they already know what's on the footage with Kenneka. And then they got camera footage on the hallways when it go off the elevators and stuff, show you who was getting on the elevators and off on the elevators and all that old stuff. Guess who would be a murder suspect would come out that room at that time. You got to think about Zillionaire them, Straight Drop them. You got to think about all those YouTubers that you saw on the footage, bro. Jeez. Wait till I pull another hotel called Congress Plaza. You think Crown Plaza? When you think Crown Plaza, you think of Kenneka. Wait till you hear about the Congress Plaza.
We'll be heading up 794.
10-4.
The same party from the Crown Plaza just called back saying they need to see you guys. They potentially know what room she's in now.
I thought they were talking about Kenneka. I'm thinking like that. Why Lenore would call the police? Say, I know what room she in now. What? And round about this time, that's when the manager was talking about they seen Kenneka on the lower level. So what Lenore getting this shit from? This a struggle, all this on the floor, and pinpointing the room. Now you know why, goddamn. Cause the other victim. That's why Mitchell Reese said, I didn't intend for nobody else's daughter to get hurt. So you know it's 5 victims that died that night, right? And you know this, and you know this, you know they ain't talking about Kenneka no more. Can everybody thumb together? We on the right track right now. Well, we know that they talking about Kenneka. We just read the reports, and they got the time and the date on their reports about the 5 victims. Why would you think they would be on the 11th floor and on the 13th floor in 2 different rooms? In 2 different rooms. That just showed me how green I was when it come to this shit, bro. It took me these years, bro, to figure this shit out and like, damn, whoa.
Alright, 10-4. 101. 619, we head that way. I'm at here. We're going to get the signatures. So I'll head that way when I'm done. Yeah, 10-4, 101 and 609 here, bro.
Shit, look, run those shares up right now. Cause this what you want to know about organ harvest?
101.
Shit, let's see.
101.
Still have them on the phone. Can you just advise them not to go up to the room to wait for us?
10-4, I'll give them a call back. They said that they believe that she's on the 11th floor through the window that they were looking at.
Alright, 10-4.
One 101-609, I opened up that original missing persons call, so we'll be going to that now.
Six one at the phone.
10-4.
$600 at the ground, please.
600, 10-4.
Hey, Sarge, I'm going to go look at the cameras real quick.
Negative. The hotel stated, the front desk told me that there was officers there earlier talking to them about this missing 19-year-old, but I'm not showing any cards punched for it. One-on-one. All right, I searched missing person cards. There was one punched. It was they used 9501 Devon for the address. Was for a missing female black subject.
I'll call you real quick.
10-4.
'83 from 601. Go ahead. Yeah, 101's on the phone with dispatch. This person was entered into leads by us this afternoon as missing.
Man, the biggest receipt in the game, because guess what they said? They used a new address, meaning that Kenneka body would be at 9501 West Devon Avenue, meaning that Kenneka would be already in the morgue. Let me rewind it for you.
9501 Devon for the address. Was from.
That's why Mr. Reese was on the radio station trying to explain the two missing reports. Y'all see this?
All right, I searched missing person cards. There was one punched. It was they used 9501 Devon for the address. Was for a missing female black subject.
So look, that means Kenneka body wasn't even at the hotel at the time that you would think. That means when you see Mitchell Reese on the hotel, when her family was there, they wasn't there for Kenneka. They was there for the other victims, yeah. Don't it make sense now? Cause he said what, and guess what time they saying this shit? Right at 8 something. That's why you had two missing person report. Cause look, for a prime example, let Miss Teresa tell it. When she tell it, she was confusing us the whole time, but what we know now, watch this. Gotta go to the interview. This John. And see what she said about the missing person report.
Okay. Lenore stated to me that he went in there like 5 minutes.
Look.
Kenneka. And
look at Lenore's face.
He finally agreed he would. He went into the security office, from my understanding.
And this is the officer that we're talking about right now?
Yes, the officer that made out the missing person report.
Okay.
Lenore stated to me that he went in there like 5 minutes, came back out, and stated that on the first missing person report,
just admitted on the first missing report, because when I go back to the call, Risco already had the report, missing person report number, and they used the Crown Plaza address. So whatever happened, whatever Leonora had going on, they switched it up and used, oh, you got a missing person report? We got to change the address to 9501 Devon Avenue. They go back to the police station. So that means, goddamn it, if you think about a missing person report, instead of looking in the Crown Plaza footage trying to trace Kenneka, you got to go back to the police station where the morgue is. Because that's what they said. We got to change the address up and put this address on there. Mm-hmm. And guess what the address said? Right behind Rosemont Theater, bruh. That's crazy. Because when she said, look,
on the missing person report, that he searched front and back, and he did not see Kenneka entering or exiting the building.
So that means she wasn't there, according to them.
According to them, she wasn't there.
Cause she was already at 9501 West Devon Avenue. Don't it make sense now? And Miss Teresa know it. So when you see Leonora coming to the light, look. Once you see Leonora, and I made a video. Watch how this video finna be real helpful to the gang now. Watch how Trey gang. This really finna show you how I would really work. Let's go to the video. Right? I can go to I can go to my playlist because I find it more easily on my playlist, and I just gotta go to not Jim dude. Where my video with this how they do. Ain't this and ain't that. Right here. Yeah, go to this video.
Now we gotta go help people customize and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Maybe where's the golf cart?
See, they look. All right, I'm gonna stop it right here, and I'm gonna go to this. When we talking about the missing person report, we talking about this right here. I made a video about it. Because I said, this was kind of strange to me right here. Because I said, man, why Leonora would show up without Miss Teresa and she in charge of the missing person report? I just didn't understand that. Here go one on right here. Before I play that, John, let me play this, John. Matter of fact, I'm going to play it right quick. We can play this, John, right quick. You see how dude running in the lobby? Everybody know this gonna be at one sound. Keep this in mind. That's why you got Leonora and them already there. Cause Risco already got the first missing person report, right? That's why you're gonna see him running. Then look who running. Make it so bad. Look who will be running in that motherfucker. He got a suit on. Look. And guess who finna show up? You see him? Bam, he come in, bam. And once he come in, cause that's the man, that's the dude that was in talking to the maintenance man, right? And they were talking off the camera. See, he come back in, boom, check it out and wave. Yeah, everything clear. And guess who finna walk in right behind them? Check this out. Now this at 1:30. Now this at 1:30. Guess who finna walk in? Payal. Boom. That's the second time they showed up. Keep this in mind. This is the second time they showed up. Because the first time when they showed up, let me go. Let me see. Can I find it right quick? It ain't far from it. Hold on. This my video now. Why you... Oh, they trying to play with my videos now, y'all. They trying to play with my video. Oh, I got to pull my shit up. So now y'all see Leonora and them. Let me go to my video. Now notice y'all see all the plane. Keep this in mind. That's when everybody finna start flying out and shit. This shit crazy. That's when you finna see the chef downstairs. They go Risco. Leonora just came in that junk, so he waiting on Leonora there, right? I need to find that other video, right? So once you read that video, let me go to this one. So y'all can understand the missing person report.
So
This is the Rosemont Police.
Yes,
correct?
the Rosemont Police Department.
Mm-hmm.
So once he got there, and he had called and asked her where was she. She stated that she's back up at the hotel. She's telling the person at the front desk at the hotel that now she has a missing person report number. She stated, could they look at the cameras, and they still deny her, to see if her sister was missing. She asked the Rosemont police officer, if he can give her a copy of the police report. He stated to her it'll take all day. He can't give her a copy, so she asked him, could she have the.
So in reality, Leonora ain't up there about no police report and no missing person report. Look what her and Risco will have to talk about. They ain't interested in the footage. You see what I'm saying? Then the police up there. Now they go to police. This is the second time the police. And watch this. I can go back to the dispatcher call. Right? Let me go back to the dispatcher call, because this finna make sense. Y'all see the police there? You seen Leonora there. Risco already got the missing person report. When they changed and was like, we're gonna change and say she was laying missing at our police station.
Can I call you real quick?
10-4.
'83 from 601. Go ahead. Yeah, 101's on the phone with dispatch. This person was entered into leads by us this afternoon as missing. One will all be 10A with an insert report.
101, 10-4.
Actually, Rosemont 101 is just to do a supplemental to that original call.
10-4, so you just want to close this one out with the CAD?
Yeah, I don't know if you open up a new car, but he's just going to do a sub to the original call.
10-4. 101 found property report.
Go ahead.
9550 William Street Garage. Meet up with Auxiliary Corporal Roland about a wallet that he found.
10-4. One from 601. Go ahead.
That's so crazy, because you can go back to Miss Teresa's interview right now. And the whole time when Miss Teresa was trying to explain and make everybody feel sad, they made me stay in the outside. They were so racist. And they really, and the whole time, it was 5 more victims that Miss Teresa don't want y'all to know about. Them folk was, that motherfucking hotel, Rosemont was a killing field that night, bro. And that was really gonna make Miss Teresa even look even more bad, because you stole the spotlight. Because nobody don't know nothing about these murders. You the only one that had a problem because they didn't give you what you wanted. So you had to hire a lawyer, and that's what everybody. So look, when you read this interview again,
how she broke from the group, like how did she break away from the group?
Right.
Look at this shit.
Okay, it was like two different stories. First, that day that she came, she came up missing, they stated that they left her in the front lobby, which is on my 911 call.
Okay.
Because that's what they told me. Then later on that day, in the afternoon, headed towards the evening, they stated to me they left her upstairs by the room door.
So they changed where they saw her last?
Yes.
But isn't there a point, if I recall correctly, when they released the videotapes, there was a point where she got out the elevator, but somebody was in the elevator? Am I recalling that wrong?
Those were, I think, the allegations of people saying that they were in the elevator. Because there's been so many conspiracy theories when it comes to what happened with your daughter, Kenneka.
So we didn't see anybody in the elevator with her?
No, not in the videos, not that I saw. Did you guys see anything different? No, we didn't see anything with that. No.
Okay.
But again, so many conspiracy theories were being thrown out there. So now, okay, so you're at the hotel, you find her. So when do they actually, from when you get to the hotel, when does the hotel finally find your daughter in the freezer?
Well, once I arrived, they finally found her after the third time of us coming in, me and my family coming up to the hotel, begging for help from the hotel, pleading with them, and also Rosemont Police Department.
So it was like hours. Like, was it like 36 hours?
Yes, it was like 36 hours.
I have a question about why, if somebody says that their daughter is missing in their hotel, why wouldn't they be willing to help? Did they give you a reason as to, we're not concerned, she'll just show up, she's probably okay, and they just blew it off? Did they have a reason for why they're not willing to help at that point?
Well, they stated to me that, basically it wasn't their concern, the hotel, Crown Plaza, and manager at the time. That's a police matter.
Oh, it's a police matter.
And the police probably say a person has to be missing for 48 hours in order for you to file an official report.
24.
24 hours. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's more than 2 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
So when did they finally go look through the tapes to realize, okay, she really was at this hotel? So I guess I'm trying to figure out, how did they discover her in the freezer?
Okay, when my daughter went up there.
Your other daughter?
Yes, my other daughter, Lenore.
Okay.
When she went up to the hotel, when I came, after me returning back home, she headed out the door as I was coming in, her and two of her friends. And when they got up to the hotel, they asked, the person at the front desk if they can look on the cameras and see once again, if they see, if Kenneka was there.
Right.
And they stated to her also as well that it was a police matter. So she calls 911 as well. And the police suggested that and told her that he couldn't leave and come up to the hotel to meet her. She would have to come down to the police station. Once she came, got to the police station and made the report, the missing person report, the only reason that Crown Plaza Police Department came back up to the hotel, not because of my daughter was missing, not because of the missing person report, was because Lenore forgot to put her signature on the missing person report paper.
Right.
So
it's the Rosemont Police.
Yes,
correct?
the Rosemont Police Department. Mm-hmm. So once he got there, and he had called and asked her where was she. She stated that she's back up at the hotel. She's telling the person at the front desk at the hotel that now she has a missing person report number. She stated, could they look at the cameras, and they still deny her, to see if her sister was missing. She asked the Rosemont police officer, if he can give her a copy of the police report. He stated to her it'll take all day, he can't give her a copy. So she asked him, could she have the number to the missing person report. So upon his arrival, Lenore asked him, could you please look at the cameras, the security cameras, to see if they see Kenneka. Right. And he finally agreed he would. He went into the security office, from my understanding.
And this is the officer that we're talking about right now?
Yes, the officer that made out the missing person report.
Okay.
Lenore stated to me that he went in there like 5 minutes, came back out, and stated that on the missing person report, that he searched front and back, and he did not see Kenneka entering or exiting the building.
So that means she wasn't there, according to them?
According to them, she wasn't there.
Okay. So who found Kenneka in the freezer? And did they find her just by accident, or did they find her because they were looking at the videos?
Okay, well, when we was there, the Rosemont Police Department stated that they're the ones that found Kenneka. But with me looking at the news and reading in the newspapers, an employee found her. So that's a good question. I really wouldn't.
So you don't know who?
You're not for sure.
I'm not for sure.
Right.
But you actually, they brought you to see Kenneka while she was in the freezer.
After being denied.
Let me just cut Miss Teresa off right there. Because everything Miss Teresa told you, she told everybody a lie. Because we just heard what we heard. She telling everybody they didn't let us see the footage. They didn't even let Leonora see the footage. Right? But on the police, they saying they got the footage and they got a identity on that junk and all this. So basically what I'm telling you, this is what Miss Teresa did. She knew and the family knew they wasn't up there for Kenneka. That crime was already covered up. When Miss Teresa didn't get what she wanted, she went and hired a lawyer. Because the footage that we watching, the whole 36-hour footage, bro, that was somebody else's child. And next thing you know, while we watching that footage, we should have been having the DoubleTree footage and watching those two footage at the same time and see what was going on. I'm telling y'all, that's why why you think she talking for Leonora about the missing person report? Don't you think this reporter right here supposed to ask Leonora, since you in charge of the reports, give me yo. Leonora cried the whole time. Leonora had to stay silent and let her mama speak, all because if you go back to that goddamn footage, look, the first thing that's finna come to your mind and be like, okay, let me go back to the footage. The shit that we were missing the whole time, right? The shit that we were missing, because keep this in mind, we green, we don't know how to read police report. Then you're gonna be like, okay, look at this timestamp. Miss Teresa was just sitting up here talking about Leonora and them, and then look at the footage. You see all these people running, and you see motherfuckers running in. Look, boom, he meeting up with them folks. Look, trying to stay off the camera. Now look at this. This the second time when she showed up. I got it. Look. I said, man, something ain't right. Because I said, man, why Miss Teresa ain't up there? You want to know why Miss Teresa ain't up there? Because she in Rosemont Police Department. Guess what time Miss Teresa will be calling the hotel talking about she Betty Green. In the next 2 hours, Miss Teresa will be calling the hotel. Guess what will be happening? Look, you got the police there, right? Look, the police already up there. The police got a missing report paper in his hand that Risco already had. That's crazy. That's why they say, yeah, we enter in the system at 116. This at 209, right? So 209, Risco had a report number early in the morning. Before 10 o'clock. So how would Risco would already have a missing person report and Leonora just filed at one song? The reason why Mr. Teresa trying to confuse everybody on there, because when you watch this video, it's gonna be like, well, they just show you that, like, boom. She caught on the footage, cooperating with the police, and they coming from the, look. They go over there, bam, police go over there, boom. Risco nil. See that? Shaking hands and shit, bam. Guess where they finna go to? They finna go straight down to the lower level and to to the office where the dude found Kenneka in. Man, y'all finna see the goddamn man, the sheriff finna walk clean bound. So look, this what you see. Hold on, this my other junk gang. Hold on, let me see, can I find my video? The first time when Living Nora showed up. Man, you mean to tell me this how I know they fucking with the channel? Cause you know I can't even. Let me go to her. I can't even scroll down, and I know I got more video. Come on, man, I got more than 100 some goddamn video, bro. I tell you what, this how I'm finna do it. I'ma just go to my channel, go to my video, and start out with the and I'm finna get straight to it. Boom, watch this. Check this out, right? This shit so crazy. Let's go to Living Nora, because you got to understand the missing person report, and you got to understand the footage with the missing person report. Then you will see why that's why Mr. Reese is speaking up for Living Nora. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, it's coming up, gang. Wait a minute. Boom. Go bam. Hold on, hold up. Boom. They go straight driving now. Right here. Here we go. Look, that's when Living Nora come on. Look what time this is. Risco already got a missing person report before Living Nora showed up. Explain that to me. That's crazy, bruh. Then when Mitch Teresa lied, she lied in the way that damn, if you ain't supposed to lie, then let them commit suicide. Real talk. Look at this shit. Check this out. Watch this. The first person who she ran into, look who the first person that she run into. Ain't this a red flag? Hold on. Let me go to yeah, I got to save that one. Let me show you this. Ain't this a red flag right here, gang? Ain't it strange? Nah, it ain't strange. It tell you the truth. Oh my God, Sugar Plum, you looking kind of scrumptious there. You know what I'm saying? I get back to you later on. Nah. Catching your little crayfish and stuff. Where I finna go, motherfucker, just distracted. I was finna go where y'all, I was talking about Living Nora and, oh yeah, who she went to. Go to my video, go to the popular joint, right here. Man, Living Nora came straight to the hotel and met up with dude right here. Right there. There he go. Now you see why he trying to stay off the camera and shit. He right here in the cut. There you go. Boom. That's him. Him. Right? That's him, right? When I saw this video, man, I was in tears because I'm like, damn. They telling me, because in my mind, I ain't knocking the time off. I'm like, well, did this at 5 something? The way they talking and shit, I'm like, something happened. And she comes straight to him. There he go right there. Look. Boom goes. Why would you go straight to him? On the footage, boom, you ain't even stopped at the front there. You went straight to that man. Now what this look like now, goddamn? What? Now what this look like now? Boom, then look. Guess who he bring with him? Risco. It's whatever, look, boom. Payow. And this is a missing report already made. Got him again. You see that? Went straight to the... Because look. If You coming up there and you looking for your sister, you would have went straight to the front desk and be like, hey, where the manager at? Everybody looking straight at him. But this Leonora supposed to be her first time coming to this hotel. Come on, man. Got him. Show some Kenneka love on those lights. Show Kenneka love on those lights right now. This finna show you how many of these people is, bro. Do this look like they working with the hotel? Boom, they know who straight to run to. Right there. Come here, let me holler at you right quick. Man, what's up? What going on, man? Look, where Risco ass at? I'm finna go get Risco ass right now. Alright, hold on, wait a minute. I'm finna go get his ass right now. You don't need no FBI special expert body language to read this shit. He comes straight after. Boom! Oh, shit. Risco, what's up? What's going on? Look, let me tell you what's going on. Look. I'm trying to do what I best I can, you know what I'm talking about, and all this old shit. Check him out. You think she telling her sister missing? And look at her body language. Huh? You see how she stand bow-legged? Man, Leonora thick as hell. I ain't even gonna lie. She got a nice little body. And that's the same little body I seen in that motherfucking lobby before goddamn Kenneka showed up. I said, shit, you know when you see some good chief, you'll never forget those chiefs. Like, ooh, that's a thunderbolt right there. Look at that John. Look, why there? Check this out. Look what they finna talk about. See that? Mm-hmm. And Leonora showing up. Y'all see this little girl right here? This girl got on some school uniform jeans on with some cowboy boots. Y'all see those cowboy?
My name is Rashko. I'm calling from the crown.
So now this how look. Check this out. If you go back to the call, this how you know the police full of shit. And Leonora full of shit. This a part of the cover up. Since Leonora on footage talking to Risco, they were like, look, we got to explain this video right here because we're going to have to release it. So what we're going to do is when I go in the office, the police going to make it look like, hey, she came up there looking for Kenneka. And I told them, look, this is a 911 call right here. Let me let y'all listen to it.
Crown Plaza, Chicago. And I have three ladies in the lobby who claimed that their sister apparently was here, but didn't show up, didn't get home. And I'm not getting really any much information. She was not registered guest. They say that she was with a friend, and now she didn't show up. I don't know if maybe somebody got stopped by.
Keep this in mind. Risco already got the missing person report number. We just heard this shit. So that means when Mr. Reese was talking about what Mr. Reese said, they pulled Mr. Reese up. This the first one. Look, now you see why Leonora will be looking like the way that she looking on the first missing person report. Then when you go, this the first, and then make it so bad. Who got the first missing person report? The hotel do. They use Crown Plaza address. So Leonora is not there for no missing person report, bruh. That's why she's sitting up there looking dumb as fuck. Dumb as fuck. You went straight to the motherfucking employee that was suspicious and walking around that motherfucker. And Risco already got the reports. He already with the police. Why Miss Teresa ain't with you? Guess where Miss Teresa was at? At the fucking police station. Mr. Reese, talk to us right quick. You know what I'm saying? Look, because when you hear the words that Mr. Reese mouth, you're gonna be like, damn, this finna be the most saddest case ever. They done set that girl up. You can watch this footage, and people that do their research, they'll be like, damn.
Wait, so all right, so what's exactly going on? You said these three women showed up and they're looking for someone that isn't there.
Yeah, three young ladies. They said that they're looking for her sister, and they claim that their sister stayed with somebody who was here last night.
God damn it, gang. I had my microphone muted the whole fucking time. God damn it. I'm glad y'all gave me an audio check, cause I was over here snapping like a motherfucker. But I don't mind snapping again. Let me do it like this real. Lirinora, Miss Teresa got everybody thinking Lirinora up there because she forgot to sign her name on the missing person report. And that's why she rapping with Risco, cause she wanna see the videotape. Lirinora first came up there, and if you listen to the story close, when Lirinora came up there out Miss Teresa mouth, she wanted to see those tapes, and Risco was like, hey, you need a missing person report to see these tapes, but Risco already got the missing person report case number, right? Miss Teresa and them don't have it yet. So Miss Teresa tried to make it look like this the reason why y'all see my daughter up here, because she forgot to put her name on the missing person report so she could see the footage, right? That's what Miss Teresa got everybody thinking. But you see this girl going straight to the suspects, the Crown Plaza, boom, 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 and they ain't talking about no missing person report. Because Risco already got the first missing person report. You see where this shit going? And that's why they had to change the address to 9501 West Devon Avenue, because that's where Kenneka going to be at right now. If you watch this footage and understand what I'm telling you, Kenneka is not there right now. She already at the hotel. It's another body in that motherfucker. It's another body in that job, right? So basically, what this looked like, man, Leonora up there, boom, boom, boom. She went straight to Risco, and she ain't went to no other employee. She went straight to the two main motherfuckers that we're gonna see early before she showed up, arguing, talking, hide behind cameras on the footage. Then Miss Teresa, she got to speak up for Leonora. That's why Leonora looking real dumb right now. And I'm gonna tell you, she like, look, I can't even say nothing. Mama, you should let me talk. Cause if you would have let Lirinora talk, the shit would have went smooth. The shit would have went so smooth, but no, this how I show you how. I see why your head big as hell. You know what I'm saying? Cause they say, man, you know what I'm talking about. Man, your head hard, man, you a hard head motherfucker. You blew the whole operation. These people trying to keep a secret, and now your family don't fuck with you. Nobody don't fuck with you. Now you want to commit suicide. That's just like getting fired from a job or something. Like, damn, I need my job. You know what I mean? Look, watch this though. Y'all want to see what's the crazy part about it? That's why Risco. That's why they added that call and made it look like, hey, boom.
Right. But apparently she didn't show up home yet, and they think that she got lost or something. I don't know what their reasons are.
Well, I mean, are they causing you any sort of disturbance? Are they fighting with you? Are they?
No, they're not fine. They seem to be concerned, and then I would like to help them, but they really don't. At this point, I don't know how I can help them.
Well, in that instance, sir, if you want, sir, you can give them our address, and they can come into the station. They can speak with an officer.
Okay, and then you're just
The address
down
on the missing person report. What address they switch it up? What address they put on the missing person report?
No, Devon Avenue, 9501 West Devon Avenue.
9501.
So that's where Miss Teresa would be at 9501 Devon Avenue, where Kenneka body would be. Cause that's where the biological resource center is. And they put that in the police report. Mm-hmm. And that's why you gonna have funeral pictures of Kenneka. Look what Miss Teresa did. Check this out. Miss Teresa said you can't have your phones and all this old shit. But Miss Teresa had a bag of phone and came in that motherfucker and took that funeral picture. And that's all she had to expose everything. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I know I'm on point, and y'all on point too. And y'all on point too. Cause the shit that I'm showing y'all, I ain't even through with this shit yet. Cause we ain't even get the organize about her brother, her uncle. I mean, look, we ain't even scraped the surface yet. You see what I'm saying? So this video show you that, man, Nora came up in that motherfucker. She know who to come and talk to. She been here before. She know where to park at. She know how to do everything. Come in that mother, know who to talk to. And when you do a background check on the whole family, you'll be like, damn, no fucking wonder. Man, you got people, she got family members that work her that work for security. That's how she got away with this shit. She had families with security, bro. Her family is security. Check in a Charles Dorsey. Once you find out who Charles Dorsey, you be like, he was security. He worked at the Crown Plaza. Oh, that's why they say Irene worked at the Crown Plaza too. So did Nene, Kenneka Jenkins. She just didn't work security. She was the assistant nurse there. And they made it look like celebrate your job because you know what I'm saying. Since she's assistant nurse, that's how she ended up at the Crown Plaza at the hotel. Watch this shit. Look at this video. She went straight to him. Got coffee cups in his hand. Pie. And I'm going to show y'all a video that I got on my playlist, right? Now y'all see him? Boom, check him out. Leonora went straight to him. In our mind, we like, damn, where Kenneka at? She was in the freezer, so we know that she walked in the freezer at 3 something. And then you see him and the maintenance man, they're gonna pop out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, right? And then when they pop out of nowhere, they go straight where? Behind the office and they talking. Look how they talking. Boom, then you got the red jacket. Bam. Then he got the gray hair. And then look, then he telling him, look, boom, hit that freezer. So look, so this means this one. So if you look at this, I'll look at this as if they say this 5, this would be 3 in the morning. That's when you're gonna see who downstairs at 3 in the morning. Shemaya and them, Bree them. Guess when Kyle Nesby came in there, John? Once you look at it, man, Kyle Nesby must have to get in the freezer. So that means, boom, when they kill Kenneka, took her to the morgue. And when Miss Teresa got to cutting up, they had to take the girl from the morgue, bring her back to the freezer, and stage the crime scene. But the freezer wasn't working, and they need the body to temperature. That's why when Miss Teresa took the picture at the funeral home, one thing I can't say about her, she was on top of her game, because she took the picture of the funeral pictures. And look how could you see all the bruises on Kenneka picture in the funeral home. And then look at her in the freezer. You like, oh man, they embalmed her. They embalmed Kenneka and put her in the freezer, bro. They embalmed that lady, bro. They had to bring her back, and now she swelled up, the body swelled up, but in the funeral home, she her regular size. You see what I'm saying? And then look. Check this out. Listen to this whole thing. They said proof a hole in Kenneka Jenkins chair. So look, they put a new detective on it. Detective, what he did, he noticed, damn, she got a hole in her heart. That's why they took pictures of Kenneka. You know, they had her breast out and stuff. It make it look like it was a sexual assault. So you would want the world thinking it's a sexual assault because her breast lift up and you see her breast and all this. Or you will have her breast up and all this and just to show the world and to cover up like, damn, we got to make it look like a sexual assault because we got to cover up that hole in the heart. Because that hole in the heart finna show you like, damn, when you do your autopsy, you know what I'm saying? Guess where you got to start cutting it, bruh? And then once you sneaking it, and then look, make it so bad, this how you know that it's organ harvesting. Because she had a hole in her heart. She didn't even have a wide incision cut. They stuck the tube in there, bam, 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 did what they did. It came out the chest plate. It came out the chest plate. Shit, we almost at 100 likes for this. Look, and the police sketch it. Look, I'm gonna let this lady play it.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about Kenneka Jenkins and the sketch that the officer made about the kitchen, the whole kitchen area. The officer that went around the entire Crown Plaza filming Kenneka's last steps, basically showing the path that she took to the freezer area. Okay, so the first thing that I want to point out within the sketch is all the evidence markers notes. Okay, so when the police officer made this sketch up, as you can see, he noted A, B, C, D as all the evidence markers, like her lip gloss, her shoe, all the stuff that was in there, her hair tie, all of the stuff that was in there that they had a marker on as evidence. Okay, so he made little notes on the side to indicate all of that. But the main thing that I want you to focus on is the sketch that he drew of Kenneka. Okay, there is two things that I really want to point out. Two main things that I really want to point out. Three, actually, but I want to go over two main things first, and then I'll go over the third one. The first out of the two, the main thing that I want you guys to focus on, really, when you're looking at the sketch of Kenneka, you see a little, like, circle on her, like, where her chest would be. It's right under the head where her chest would be. And it looks like a hole. Like, it looks like, this is what the officer is saying that he saw in the kitchen area with her and everything. This is what he seen, you know, allegedly. So he drew it up. So there's a hole right there. There's a circle. Does it mean it's a hoe? What else could it mean? I need you guys in the comment section to go in the comment section and tell me what else this could be, because
Cause I looked up at human trafficking and surgery and stuff, and I was like, let me just look up as a simple video how you could just say like I type in and be like kidney transplant. You know what I'm saying? They'll give me all types of videos. And you would come up on video, be like, this my scar, this how they did it. You'll have a doctor be like, they explain. Just say a kidney transplant explained. And then you would see how they were like, damn, you can go this way, or you can do it. How long this surgery take? Oh, this like a 2 or 3 hour surgery. Boom. So how long the kidney would live after the surgery? Damn near the 2 to 4 hours. But you need to keep it at the temperature to give it to the person. Because there'll be a waste taking the kidney, put it on ice, and don't have a body for it in the next 2 to 3 hours. They're just like making a four. This is like you going and making a fire somewhere. Just say you camping out and you need you got to go all the way over here to get some dry goddamn grass. And you got the flint, boom, 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 blow it. Then you got to run all the way over here to where you finna set the pipe pit in there, hoping that junk don't blow out. And guess how fast you finna run to get there? Y'all see this? I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I do know this. This whole interview right here, when that lady was trying to explain this why she on the footage and they made her stand out there, her and her family, and try to convince the world that, hey, they treated us like they was racist and if my skin color was like, it wasn't even all about that. If you substitute that narrative and be like, oh, that's why you was on the footage with your family. Cause you already took agreement of the payout and Kenneka wasn't even there. Now she would be at the morgue. Now y'all got another body to deal with. Now y'all dealing with this body. And that's where Antonio and Vic Evans come in there with other murders. Y'all see this shit? Man, let's see, can we get the whole 130 likes on this shit? So when I play this video, you know what this finna bring relief to everybody, because everything what she said, yeah, when they told me this at first and they told me that. She was just recuperating back on her life what she told the world. She the one that when she first came out, she the first person that told us she was found in the freezer. She was the first person that told her, yeah, Kenneka was found in the freezer. And then nobody set her up and all of this old shit. And then look when she would go live and tell us that, and we find out that, hey, Kenneka would be in the morgue. And this was another murder because Rosemont documented said, yeah, around about this time when you made that post, that nobody set up, go back to that dispatch and you would be like, damn, that's why Mr. Reese said that nobody set her up. Because the whole time they was on the 11th floor, discovered a body. And when they discovered the body, round 2, son, they need escort in the ambulance with suspects, not on arrest, not in custody. Yeah. Let that make sense now. If that don't make sense to you now, that just let me know, man, you ain't been paying attention to this shit. But it'll pay off later on. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. Cause this whole interview, you'll see why she looking crazy, why Miss Reese doing all the talking, and why she directed her be like, bitch, you talking too much, huh? Look, stick to the script right here. You know what I'm talking about?
At first, because I asked them, and I went online on Facebook because I needed help. I was looking for help, and I started timing myself basically to let them know, just in case if something like this come up, they couldn't say that I wasn't conscious.
Timing yourself. She just snitched on herself. Oh, timing yourself because you know you will cooperate with them folks. So that's why you own her. And this and the lawyer that represent her, this is son right here. Look how he looking. Yeah, we can't fuck with her no more.
No,
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like I
Mhm.
was like
Right.
out of my mind or whatever.
Right.
And I stated, because I had made a post on Facebook before that, when I was in search of Kenneka, that I needed help. If somebody see my daughter, to inform me. And after I made this live video, I re-entered the hotel, and I asked them, how was she laying? The
Lady said when I re-entered the hotel how she was laying. So when you watch this surveillance footage, they just show you proof. When you came up there, you weren't even looking for your daughter. It looked like you came to the front desk and all this old shit. Hi y'all. Listen to this shit.
I spent way too much time looking at this, trying to figure out what else it could be. I honestly do not know, other than it being a hole in her chest. And then, this is really nothing new to us, is it? Because, we all speculated that something was going on in her chest area because they blocked it out. I get that they trying to cover up her, her chest, because her chest was exposed. However, they covered up way too much of it. If they really wanted to cover up just her chest area because it was exposed, wouldn't they just cover her nipple area? I don't know. I don't know. It just seemed real sketchy because it's a big black box, just marked out a lot of her. Basically, her whole entire chest area is completely blacked out. And it just didn't sit right with me. As soon as I seen it, it just didn't sit well with me. And I'm not gonna post a picture because that's just not me. Y'all know, I've said this before, I am not gonna post any of the pictures of Kenneka in that freezer like that. I can't bring myself to do that. But if you really want to see it, I'm pretty sure you've already seen it. If you're watching this video, you've already seen those pictures. But just in case you haven't, there's plenty of other people, other YouTubers on YouTube that has her pictures on their channel. You can go look it up there, but you're not gonna find it here. I'm sorry. I'm gonna talk about it, but I'm not gonna post it. But I'm pretty sure you've already seen it, and I can't figure out what else it could be. I honestly think it's the hole in her chest, and it's already been proven that they did take out I don't know if they took out her lungs or something, but they took out something in her neck area. So it wouldn't surprise me that there's a hole in her chest. But they try to cover it up, keep it a secret from us, and they've showed her whole pants area, her pants were pulled down. Her whole her bottoms and everything was exposed. So they didn't cover that up. You know what I mean? So why would they cover up her chest area and not that? And so much of her chest area. They didn't have to cover up her neck area. They could have just put the black boxes on her nipple area. And then that would have sufficed. But no, they went and covered the entire upper part basically. And all you can see is her stomach that was left that was exposed. But that was the main thing that I wanted to point out. The second main thing is her head. As you can see, he just drew a circle for her head, right? Why didn't he draw any hair? Now, I know a lot of y'all are going to be like, so what? It's just a sketch, so what if he didn't draw any hair? No, that is a key detail that a lot of people will look over. I think that he did not draw any hair on her and just threw a circle as her head because she's actually, her head was actually shaven. Her whole entire head was actually shaven. And then she was wearing a wig. It looked like they just plopped a wig on top of her, to cover up the fact that her head was shaved. I don't have evidence of this, but like there's been a lot of things being said about it. That a lot of people seem to think that her head was shaved, and then you see like there's pictures, there's snapshots. If I can find it, I'll post it here of the front desk with like what looks to be like a wig underneath the front desk, and then I'll post another picture here of a guy carrying a wig down the hallway, and I think that's the wig that they just plopped on her head because they shaved her head because maybe they, did some surgery to her head and, maybe took out like I mean her face looks smashed in. Like her lips look smashed in, her nose looks smashed in. So her head looks smashed in. I'm thinking they shaved her head and they removed her brain maybe and it just looks smashed in. It just like she I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to like say too much but or what I'm thinking, but maybe that's what it is. I mean, it don't look like completely smashed in, like her would still be there or whatever, but maybe that's what happened, maybe that's not what happened. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying too much. I don't know. But I wanted to point out those two things. The third
I just want to show y'all this organ harvest was real. If you got Miss Teresa, brother now, work in the funeral home, and she got friends that's insurance lady, and they been pulling leaks way before Kenneka, bro. And then look, can I go to my playlist? My playlist, right? I want to go to my playlist. Y'all seen this video. Look, the YouTube, I got 400,000 on this video. Cause the other YouTuber didn't want to release it. Cause you see the coffee cups, all of this shit. And I'm like, damn, if they said they was real truth seekers, why I got to show this video and be like, look, something strange. And not only that, let me exit out of here. Now you know what's going on with this video.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Very welcome. Bye-bye.
So look, they added this 911 call to fit the narrative. Like, that's why they rapping, because they talking about a missing person report. It ain't about no missing person report. Because if you watch that footage, like this here, boom, you know it ain't about no missing person report. You see that? They talking about something else, because they doing a lot of pointing. Bam, bam, bam. They trying to get an understanding. He trying to explain to her. You know what I'm saying? Hi, y'all. And y'all can't be green when it comes to Chicago, because they the king of backdoor. If you green, boy, you make yourself target like, yeah, they'll backdoor the shit at you. Look how she talking. Now, you see how she talking? So, look, when I showed y'all this shit, let me go to her. Let me go to my video. Once I go to my video, the same girl that y'all seen. So, won't this explain hours later when she was like, oh, hold on. This shit crazy. I hope everybody see this shit different now. I hope everybody see this shit different now. Cause the way they tricked us, we will have our mindset just the way they wanted us to have it. Now you see how they both look alike? Alright, boom. I got to go to and you go to her. You'll be like, that's why they talking to Leonora. And if you know what time it is, it still ain't about no police missing person report, because they already got a missing person report, right? And they said they already got video footage of Kenneka hours before she talked to the police, right? An hour before that. What she had on, where she come from, all that. But that's the other girl. Hi, y'all. We on Fight Night Game. Y'all, we on fire right now. They can't take. Look, we on fire so bad that look, boom. Look what Trey Gang did for the team. Man, I thought enough to be like, look, I need to save this. Cause most people be like, well, they ain't found her in the freezer yet. I just want to see the footage when they found her. But nobody don't want to go back and just actually watch the footage. Cause look how it's exposing Miss Teresa right now. This just to show you Miss Teresa is the bigger problem. Her daughter cool with it. The whole family cool with it. Miss Teresa ain't cool with it. That's how she lost her family, bro. That's how she lost her family. You see what I'm saying? The lady lost her family, bro, all because she got so money hungry. And this shit supposed to be in the secret. If Irene video never dropped it, we would have never heard about the Kenneka Jenkins case. All because we heard about the Kenneka Jenkins case, she didn't even get what she asked for. And she wanted to make it clear it was a cover up. And she tried to make it like a cover up, like, yeah, y'all the one organizing, y'all the one doing this. And her man, she was like, yeah, I tell the world this. And be like, damn, if I tell the world this, everybody ain't gonna grieve for me no more. I ain't gonna be the grieving mama no more. Look at those eyebrows, goddammit. If you see a lady like this here on aisle 4, and when you shopping, and you see her looking at you like, yup, is she a demon? Yeah, go on and get up out that aisle and go to aisle 8, goddamn. And when you go to aisle 8, she'll be right there. You know what I mean? Like, damn, what the fuck? Oh my God. That's why the priest always told her, keep you a dagger on you. And you got to stab a motherfucker in the heart. That's the only way you can kill him. Because you can shoot them 1,000 times, they'll survive. You got to have you know what I mean? Look, watch this, y'all. How long I been live? I've been live 2 hours. I've been live 2 hours, right? Okay, this is what I'm finna do. Now look, boom, right here. Check this out. This is their giveaway. Y'all see what time it is? Ain't no more excuses. Where they going to? Cause keep this in mind. That lady taking them straight to the manager office. The one they finna find her, they made it look like they down in the basement searching for her. That's crazy. They going straight down. Look how the manager finna point like, yeah, look. Point straight. He like, look. He gonna point at the bedroom. She like, nah, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna know what I'm saying. They know where they going. That's crazy to me. Man, these is big facts. Man, this shit so crazy. Can I show y'all this? This the crazy part about it. I'm gonna exit out of this. And this round about the same time.
Yeah, we could do that anytime throughout the night. Please go to 51 and get the supplemental narrative done, please. 10-4.
Hotel. I know it was.
And tell me when I show y'all this playlist right here, and all these finna be receipts. Tell me, do this make sense now?
Surveillance. Just like on each floor, they might not have cameras all through the hotel, but entering and exiting the elevator, there are cameras.
But it is her on the camera because, like I said, so many conspiracy theories. Some people said that's not even her on the video. You do believe it was your daughter on the video?
No, wait.
I don't think that's Kenneka. I'll show you that in a
You
second.
do believe it was your daughter on the video?
No, wait.
I don't think that's
You do
Kenneka.
believe it was your daughter on the video?
No, wait.
I don't think that's Kenneka.
I know it was
You
civilian.
do believe it was your daughter on the video?
No, wait.
I don't think that's Kenneka.
You do believe it was your daughter on the video?
No, wait.
I don't think that's Kenneka.
You do believe it was your daughter on the video?
No, wait.
I don't think that's Kenneka. I'll show you that in a second.
I know it was civilian.
You do believe it was your daughter on the video?
No, wait.
I don't think that's Kenneka. I'll show you that in a
You do
second.
believe it was your daughter on the video?
No, wait.
I don't think that's
You do
Kenneka.
believe it was your daughter on the video?
No, wait.
I don't think that's Kenneka.
I know it was
You
civilian.
do believe it was your daughter on the video?
No, wait.
I don't think that's Kenneka.
You do believe it was your
That's why they keep replaying it, because if you know if Kenneka was already at the morgue and now you understand why they changed the address on the missing person report and like, yeah, Kenneka gonna be at the morgue at the time while they at the hotel telling you, they talking about they can't find Kenneka type shit. And you got these people making something like, I don't think that's Kenneka. Because the other victims that night, boy, 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 boy. When I say when shit hit the fan, shit really do hit the fan. I mean, shit really hit the fan. That's why you got Rashad. Look, you got Rashad Mitchell, because that's his last name, Mitchell. Rashad Mitchell. See that? But when you go here, they spell their name wrong, so you can't. You know what I'm saying? When you would look, and when you find out who Rashad Mitchell is, you would be like, "Oh my God, Mitchell Reese, you a freak, y'all some." Boom! I go to the next video. Listen to who this making sure I lost my child. Anything you say or do, please let me know that it was a camera on top of that freezer. God damn it. You see how she throwing the whole investigation out? Because she remember the lies that she told. Look how she going there. It was a camera above the freezer. Look what she said the motherfucker gonna be at.
But it is her. You do believe
I don't think,
it was your daughter on the video? No, wait.
I don't think that's Kenneka.
You do believe it.
The lady said, she said, myself, if someone would have checked the camera on September 9th around 5 and 6 or something, I would have been saved. I mean, she would have been still alive. That's a lie. She already at the morgue. Now you see how she got to be like, I got to have everybody think my baby's still alive. That's why you got the Irene live video. Because it's going to show her in the room. So people going to think she alive. But once you find out the truth, you'll be like, oh, they already cover up your crime. It's another body in that motherfucker. Y'all covering up another crime and something happened in between that and you took it a little farther. Look,
No, wait.
I don't think that.
No, it do. I never did actually go
Look.
inside that freezer.
Did you go into the actual freezer?
That's why she called them devils.
Never
Did you
did
go into
actually
the
go
actual
inside
freezer that your daughter was in?
We wasn't never do actually.
Look. Then when you read all of this stuff, Crown Plaza, I still have not forgot about you. Why she say that? Because they finna release the Irene live video. Guess when they released the Irene live video? Zach TV. This is a fraud. Report that, please. Look. All the things she did was make fake accounts on only because Mitchell Reese was known for this. She was going by different names. You go do a background check. The same when she was like, y'all, this is a fraud. Please report this because this was her account. Right? This was her account. Like how she used different aliens when it comes to her credit report. You know what I'm saying? This was her account and got caught, and she was like, this is a fake account. Y'all don't believe this count. Report it.
We went in the go inside that freezer. We went in the freezer.
I have been, nah, I'm not in the hospital. Please stop with the fraud. Shit. You just told everybody, you know what I mean? Look. So that's why she want everybody, because everybody gonna grieve for her. But who did want to know? Yes, I did go to the medical examiner office. Then I say that's why they switched the address and said come to 9501 West Devon Avenue. And she said, and that's when I was denied once again. Oh, Trey Gang, you a beast. She ain't tell nobody she had to go to the medical examiner office, did she? That's where she was at when Livernois was talking to Risco. Man, that was a headshot, assassination style. Man down, goddamn. So everything, now you know why Mitchell Reese said this shit. Look.
The head detective, how was she laying? He stated she was laying on her side.
Woo!
And I said, was she laying, how was the legs? Was they curved, curved, like in a fetal position? Yes. He said, no, they were straight. I said, okay. Next question. Can I see my daughter? How she died, how she laid in the freezer. As I wanted to see her. He said, the detective stated yes. An hour or two went past, give or take. The sergeant come in with a very rude attitude. No, you cannot see her. It's against our procedures.
Ooh. So that means she wasn't at the hotel like y'all thought she was, waiting in that motherfucking ballroom. Man, I'm ice cold with this shit. I've been waiting on this moment. So do y'all understand now when I show y'all this footage? When Mitch Teresa, look. All this shit right here. Hold on. You go to I got to save that right quick. Hold on. I gotta go to her. I could just simply go to my motherfucking channel. Hold on, I wanna go like this though. So I don't wanna fuck up. And I go to my video. So when Mitch Teresa said they were denying her, right? When they would say she was denied, I gotta go to my playlist. My bad. Playlist. Man, y'all get those lights up right now, cause man, ain't nobody finna give it to you like how the way Trey gave finna do. So that means the whole time when Mitch Teresa was up there and Living Nora up there, like for a prime example, like this video right here, if you watch this video again, and you would be like, oh, that's why Irene right here, boom, Kenneka is not at the hotel. It's another girl. Let Miss Teresa tell it every time the story change. She blaming on Rosemont, but she the only one on her switching the narrative. Cause she got to redact everything what she said. Why you think you don't see Living Nora in this? Miss Teresa in this picture. They don't want nothing to do with her. They're ready to talk to Living Nora, bruh. Come on, Living Nora. You the one got sense now. Come on, talk to us. And if you look at the time, then you'll be like, oh yeah, Living Nora is still putting pressure on him. That's why you got the police out there, because look how pressure Living Nora put them on. Because they like, oh, I see the game y'all finna play. We finna expose. It's a murder going on right now. Now they like, damn shit. God damn it. You see how he on the phone? Look at the chief on the phone. You see the chief? Man, that boy walking back and forth. God damn it. Look at this shit. In the public, man, Mr. Reason told y'all, yeah, they made me stand outside. And they ain't want us in the lobby. So they like, look, the police kicked them out. And that lady said that, and this how you know she saw the footage and she got to cover up for the shit that she said. Cause now she got to like, damn. I done told them folk, man, they done kicked my family out and all of this. And then look, see, you want the world to think they kicked the family out, and once you go back to the police dispatch again, it's a body up there. Then that's why they want to talk to Leonora. Guess what? Leonora putting pressure on them. You see what I'm saying? Then boom, guess what? They finna go bam right up there, but keep this in mind though. And then look, watch this. Gang, check this out. And I hope when King, you know what, y'all know, I'm glad that you mentioned King Rod, right? Watch this. Check this out, gang. Y'all see this girl right here? What's her name? Jada the boxer. Right here. Look. When I say the shit finna hit the fan, bro, this all Trey Gang wanted, bro. This all I want. Y'all remember they said, look, think about when King Rob said, hey, Kenneka had a twin and they were sold. Remember Jada the Boxer? Watch this. They were putting her on black because they said, look, this would be Kenneka twin. This is what they said. This would be Kenneka twin, right? Y'all see her? Look, check this out. Okay. Look, watch how she respond to this.
Excuse me, sir, how old were you when you made your first million?
What is this for?
We're trying to get advice for the younger generation.
I made my first million last year, actually.
What line of work are you in?
I'm in sales.
Okay, what?
I've been watching you for like a year and a half now, and thanks to one of my...
And the dude that trying to expose her, and I'm going to keep it real, and I'm going to keep this shit real. If he trying to expose her and she respond to him, why would she would play a song? Hold on, let me just play the video so y'all can see what's going on. Y'all see what she look like? Look, y'all see what Kenneka look like, right? When King Rob said Kenneka had a twin, we don't know. We can't even verify this shit. Man, we tracing Kenneka body double because we know, damn, it's a body double for a reason. Then you got other murders in the hotel, bruh. I've been waiting on this moment, bruh. I've been waiting on this moment because look, watch this.
My followers who gave me the anonymous tip about what you've been doing for these past 8 years, we can now put it out there in the open. You owe every single person who cried over you and who wondered what really happened to you. See, right now you're playing an innocent role. You got everybody on your side, but after this video is over and done with, people are going to come to your page and they are going to ask you, why'd you do it? We're not listening to Jedediah Brown, and we're not listening to Teresa Martin. They are both characters in the game, just like you. All you BLM victims always think this day is not going to come. But if I expose them, you're not an anomaly, sweetheart. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a good look at Jada the Technician Davis, a young aspiring female.
And King Rob said, hey, this They said this is not Kenneka Jenkins in the picture what the news showed her. Just imagine what she would look like in 2017 when they showed this picture. When they said her and Kenneka twins, I don't know. I'm going to be honest with y'all, bro. The shit that I learned, I'm like, man, you cannot deny the tip. This is like, if you is a police, you know how the police get tips all the time, and some of the tips might sound crazy, but you still got to follow up on those tips. You still gonna have to follow up on those tips, bro. Cause once you go back to the crime scene, you'll be like, where Kenneka tattoos at? Crazy game. Now this crazy. And King Rob said this shit, bro. Not only he said this shit, but multiple people said this shit. Look, just imagine. Look what they said when it came to Anisha Fowler. Patricia Fowler missing twins. Golly, when I say Trey ain't got them, boy, we finna make this shit real clear. Cause if you know who Patricia Fowler is, you'll know. I know where they got those lips from. I know where they got that little nose from. And no eyebrows. Hold on, watch this, y'all. Look at her face. And then just go and look at her face. And then you finna learn. You finna be like, watch this. God damn. Guess when they generated? When they generated, look when they generate the picture though. Oh! Golly! Man, golly! Man, y'all get those lights up on this channel, cause y'all know Trey gotta be working hard on this stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then, keep this in mind, it's a reason why these folk were telling us this shit. And then, and if you look at her story, watch this, check this out.
A boxer who's up and coming in the business. And Jada, would you like me to call you by your first character name or your second character name? You know what? It really doesn't matter because over here I teach everybody something called gematria. And baby girl, your name is heavily numerically coded. So I don't know if you know or not, but it's not about to look that good for you. As a matter of fact, these are some punches that Floyd Mayweather Sr. could never prepare you for. It's up from here. Time to stop running. So let me get this straight. Somebody commented under one of your posts saying, you look like Kenneka Jenkins too. And your response to that was, yeah, that is kind of crazy because we look identical. It looked like we used to wear the same clothes, the same style and dress, and both of our birthdays fall on the 27th. We're both the age of 19. And here's the cherry on top. You said your maiden name, your last name used to be Jenkins,
as well before you changed it to Davis. There's something, you know.
The worst thing you could do is change your motherfucking name to Davis. Davis, you got to be kidding me, man. Don't you know what the Davis family got exposed doing to the body? Oh my God. Man, how many lights we got? We need all the lights we can get right fucking now, bro. Please do it for Kenneka Jenkins. Cause check this out. What if this actually true? I ain't gonna deny this cause when these people were telling me this shit in the beginning, not this type of shit though, but they were telling y'all know what they were telling me, like, yeah, Trey Gang, you know what I'm saying? I know this might sound crazy, and I'm like, damn, y'all, I know this story might sound crazy, but you know what I'm saying? The worst thing you want to do is deny a tip, cause look how many shit that I had to straighten up, and I'm like, look, y'all, these people were telling me the whole time. I'm thinking this shit was crazy, but this shit actually real. You see what I'm saying? This shit actually real. Then he said change the name to Jenkins to Davis, and you a real Kenneka fanatic. Man, when he said that, you gotta pay him attention, bro. Cause what if this will be Kenneka twin? What if this will be Kenneka twin? What if it was? What if? Yeah.
That my people do in the DC Maryland area where we can smell it from a mile away, right? In a land full of fast talkers, you gotta be on your shit or they gonna get
Why
your
she look
together.
just
I'm
like
just saying to you.
Look, why she look just like she look just like when the LBI generator, like, yeah, this is what she'll look like. And then they threw us out like, yeah, this Monifa. And then they throwing me off. I'm like, man, they gotta be Monique. But the whole time she look, oh my God. And y'all know, look, and guess how the girl respond? This the fucked up part about it. I'm gonna give props to dude right now, cause I don't think he clout chasing. Man, y'all know Trey Gang, how Trey Gang do. Now y'all know how I be talking about these YouTubers and shit. One thing I can say about him, I don't think this dude capping, bro. I give them they props. You see what I'm saying? I give them they prop. I give anybody they prop, bro. If they ain't fully see, cause I did it all the time. I'm like, look, y'all need to go to this channel and watch this channel. Y'all need to go to this channel, but this channel right here, y'all need to look into people. Bro, look how this lady look just like the FBI. Drawed it up when she was a kid. When she was an infant, bro. And she growed up now and the FBI. And you know what? When I learned how the FBI know how to draw these images, it be like, this how they'll look when they grow older. Cause they ain't gonna do nothing but take all your family picture and be like, this is what, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna generate the closest image to that. You know what I'm saying? And boom, there you go. She look just like pinpointed. Same nose, same lips, same eyebrow, all that, bro. Hairline and all. And this would be the fucked up part about it. You know what? This would be the fucked up part about it. This just show you how accurate the FBI is. Just imagine it. FBI was so accurate and they still were trying to cover up that girl, and then that girl come a boxer and like boom, you know, she still got a life too, and damn, they give her a new identity, a new name, like nobody will never find out. Then they could just give her a story. Just say like she gonna be like the next Muhammad. What's Muhammad daughter name? Yeah, you know, I lost my parents. You know, I was in the Dr. Kerr. People took me in. All that old type shit, girl. Pie. So look, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna believe this man, but I'm gonna take his work real serious. Cause it looking like this shit adding up to me. That's all I'ma say.
Right now that I'm not going for the book. On TikTok, you call yourself the Boxer. The Boxer matches the name Kenneka in a reverse reduction. Same cipher. Knowing what y'all know about Kenneka and this hotel freezer, I want y'all to listen very carefully to this.
She even looked like Leonora. If you look at Leonora, watch this. Look at this shit, y'all. She even look like Miss Teresa.
Video that I'm about to play.
Said, okay, I'll give away my car. Have me use the $500 to go to Texas.
Yeah,
Majority of my
and see
airplane
go.
ticket took up most of the money, so I had a couple of dollars left. And I went through 5 days of hell, like out there. I was outside in the cold. I didn't have nowhere to go. I was like crying and stuff. I was just going through it. And then God said I'm allowed to go back home to Virginia.
You were out in the cold for 5 whole days. I bet it was the same temperature as a hotel freezer. And to make matters worse, I come across this video of Clarissa Shields calling you schizophrenic and bipolar. As if I wasn't already trying to prove that you had played another character that was found in a freezer.
What if that shit true, gang? What if that shit true? Look, not only look, watch this shit. When you think about the Browns family, can you tell me, do she even look like? Watch this. Jedediah Brown. Tiffany Hilliard. Look at Jedediah Brown. Jedediah last name Brown. This how you know what family member you involved in with. All right. This Jedediah Brown. You see his nose? Can we compare Jedediah nose to Patrick Brown? All right. Straight drop. Straight drop, Kenneka Jenkins. Where's straight drop channel at? Right there. That's straight drop right there. All right. Everybody know who straight drop is, right? Hold on, where you at, straight drop? God damn it. Here you go, right here. Hold on. Is this Dilson one? Nah, not Dilson one. It's gonna be
Man saying so he could know it was by him. It wasn't nobody but God. Just like when I found out and I ran out that hotel, I put that video up. Y'all already knew Kenneka was dead to show y'all my reaction because y'all said this. But see, that's how I was losing.
Hold on. My bad.
Hello, y'all. I want to make this public announcement. If they plan...
If we do this, we're going to kick us out and then be able to go upstairs.
Watch this.
What's up, boss man?
I'm a B.O.N. I'm a big old nigga.
Then look, once you find out who they are related to, watch this. You like, damn, your last name Brown. But guess what your last name was before Brown? Somebody type it in the chat. What Jedediah Brown name before he changed it to Brown? And then look, watch this. Watch this. If you look at, can y'all tell me if Trey Gang the coldest? Look at Jedediah Brown by himself. right? This is what I'm finna show y'all. Ratchet TV.
Get exclusive Mortal Kombat 2 wallpapers
When you
for
go
your
back to
PC.
Ratchet
Why,
TV,
whenever
watch this, y'all. Damn. Big facts. Big facts. Big facts with this shit. And then look, once you go back, watch this. When you had Straight Drop, when they were exposed in the Billboard, Jordan Billboard, he know exactly what happened to Jordan Billboard. Ooh, look. Look at that nose. Same nose, same lips, same chin, same jaw scrunching, all this. I did my research. Did you did? Fuck you, man. That's why he got exposed. Look, don't y'all know? Look how skinny that nigga is. That nigga sick as hell, bro. Man, them folk, look, man, that man sick as hell, bro. Man, I can expose that nigga hair regular. Y'all see that boy? Look at that nigga arm. Man, look at that nigga arm. Man, that nigga sick as hell, bro. I'm like, why this nigga coming after me? I'm like, this Trey Gang, they gonna work, bro. This you fucking up the whole game. Look. They look like, look, if you saw him and him in together in a club, y'all, and they like, oh, y'all twin, yeah, we twin brother, boo. Ooh. We. Mm-hmm. The Eugene Coleman. Since he said Coleman, right? Watch this. This finna blow everybody's mind. James Coleman. What? Look at this shit. I gotta go to James Coleman. I gotta go to James Coleman. Come on, James. Why they don't just give me James Coleman out the top? Damn. No wonder why Jed is the activist on this shit. No fucking wonder, bro. James Coleman. That's why he got to change his name to Jedediah Coleman to Jedediah Brown. You got to change to one of your family members, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, you can't fool a nigga like me, man, cause I'm in the streets for real, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm in these streets for real. That peep gang, that duty. We say don't make you laugh. I'm not finna make y'all laugh like a mother. Look at James. Watch this. Then when you go to straight drop, it gonna all make sense. It gonna all make sense with all these bastards. You see how that motherfucker loop? Look at that little loop. See, he blow powder. That's why his nose like that. You don't see no nose hair. That's why they was all going to Texas and shit. Mm-hmm. Shit. Want me to spill some more tea? I've been live long enough. I'll go live in a minute, gang. Thumb me up if you want me to exit out this live and let's slice and body blow these bitches up. Guess what? I'm gonna go to her. Pow! I'm gonna go to her. Look, my scribe be sending me shit. Check this out. Boom.
Here's how to go from $300 a month
out.
on AC
I
to almost
told y'all, I said, man,
$0.
y'all
We
don't
built
know
this
who
portable
y'all be
cooling
fucking
system that
with,
can.
bruh. I told y'all, look, man, you can look at that nigga eyes. Man, that man come in my neighborhood, and I'm like, man, that man must want an 8 ball. He ready, shit. He wants some dope. And he got a junkie bitch in the car. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, he wasn't no nigga, but he wasn't no street nigga know how to manipulate social media because y'all ain't thinking the streets at the moment. Just imagine you want to talk to this nigga on the streets about no robberies and no murders. You be like, get away from me, creep. But you see him on the screen, you be like, yeah, give me some of that shit. Yeah, y'all say, let's get it. God damn it, let me fire that nigga ass up right quick before I tear his ass up right quick. Y'all know how I do. No, I'm a real gangster, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I don't brag about this shit. I don't think I can brag about it. I'm a real gangster. Now, do your research. It's for you to figure this shit out. I ain't gonna tell you what I done. This a no. Mm-mm. But this nigga, you better have your kid, your wife. Shit, you might need to have your husband. The way those eyes looking, that man gonna look at your boyfriend and be like, shit, I want him. I'm Ratchet TV, goddammit. You gonna use that Ratchet TV trying to seduce your boyfriend and shit, talking about some yeah. He want no jailhouse niggas, you know what I'm saying? And he gonna try to make it look like he the hardest nigga in the town and spook your boyfriend like, yeah, you know, make him look like he just one of those, I'ma take your booty. And then if you got a weak ass boyfriend, he gonna spook your boyfriend. He the one that come over his sister house and his sister got a boyfriend in there. He the one that come in there. I'm OG type shit. Bitch ass nigga, you better be treating my sister right. Damn, your booty kind of big. Let me squeeze that junk. Get your boyfriend in the corner, cause you know what I'm saying. He the one bring his homeboys over there. Like I got some beef type shit. I want to rap with type shit. Just squeeze your booty. I just want to see that junk soft. And you like, god damn it. This nigga done pump me. He done squeeze your cheeks. Like I like those. I want them. You know what I'm talking about? But you better not tell little sis I gave you 4 inches of dick. 4 inches? Damn. Man, that would make a nigga call the police. You hit a nigga with 4 inches of dick, they call the police, report this shit. But if you had a 12, you know what I'm talking about, inches, you'll turn the nigga to a sucker. That's why they snitching on him right now. And then look how thin that nigga arms is. I said, oh my God, you know he's sick, cause you see that man arms? Yeah, that man finna die probably in the next couple of years. I'm like, yep. He look like he desperate for a kid or something. You know what I'm saying? Something going on. He ain't eating his motherfucking. I know you making money on that jump, but you still thin, ain't gaining weight. Something ain't wrong, nigga. You got a health problem, nigga. You thin the motherfucker. You losing weight dramatically. Like, damn, I see you got a purpose out here. Like, oh my God. And then when you go to him, right? Check this out how they all related, right? Check this out how they all related. Once you watch this, once you see how they all relate, cause you know Trey ain't from the streets for real, right? I'm connected with some real gangsters. I'm talking about real gang members. And the way we connected, we got to be connected to all 50 states in America. You know what I'm talking about? And guess who they related to? Guess who he related to? Watch this, y'all. I bet you they gonna look alike. Watch this. Check this out. Sauce Walker. Man, say shit about South Walk. Sauce Walker. See why they play? Oh, there you go. Payao. Payao. Know what I'm saying? That's how you run this motherfucking internet, Jack. That's how you run the internet. Look, that's how you run the internet, bro. That's how you do it, bro. And then, and when you do it like that, you can even do it like this. You can do it like this. Then you could do it like Yeah, you can do a whole lot of shit that you want to. You know what I'm talking about? See, y'all ain't hip to this shit. Y'all ain't hip to this shit, bro. I'm trying to stay out the way, and I'm trying to, man, boom. Look, when I say the Illuminati, this how the Illuminati work. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, bro. Let's go to Livernois. Man, golly. I don't want to go to this bitch ass nigga. That nigga gonna make me relapse. Yeah, yeah, let me, give me a gram or two. You know, I missed those little days and shit. That shit hit, man. You know what I'm talking about? Oh my God, shit. See, when my eye was buck and nose wide open like that, best believe I'm finna give you some of that dope dick. If you don't know what the dope dick is, because I know some female know about that dope dick. Like, oh, girl, you don't know nothing about that dope dick. That dick you can get in your life. Oh my God. That motherfucker finna be long and strong, and that motherfucker gonna have, man, that motherfucker, you talking about 15 pumps? Man, that man finna give you 500 strong. He finna do burpees on that joint. You know what I'm like, damn, you finna be like, oh my God. And that's why they accept that shit. Like, yeah, you high? Yeah, come over. I'm on it tonight, you know. Nigga come over that motherfucker, nose twitching, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, like she don't know. And a real female veteran know, like, yeah, I'm gonna be hiding here. And he looking at you like the truth. Just check this out. He got some good dope, but that motherfucker limped up. That motherfucker ain't getting hard, and he looking at your eyes like, oh my God. Oh my God, bitch, I'm limp dick right now, and she got a narrative, you know what I'm saying? So now you got to go and be like, yeah, you know, that one, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, she'll be nice and shit. I get it back hard. Oh my God, you'll get it back hard? Yeah, because she on that booger sugar too. So guess what? They on that shit, and this thing you know, whenever he fuck up, she gonna let everybody know, yeah, nigga, he ain't nothing but a blowhead. What a blowhead. Look at that nigga eyes, goddamn. Look at that nigga ass. That nigga gonna look at your kid like this. You have your kid with you, he gonna be, when you turn your back, he gonna be like, damn, man, why you looking at my little son like that? Oh, my bad type shit. And then and come to find out this man been here going to the homeless shelter and picking up females from the homeless shelter. I said, damn, I know what this man said. He went to the homeless shelter to try to find a bitch in need. And you know what I'm saying? He'll find a recovering crackhead. She the one. God damn it. And then when you look at him, I see why he doing what he doing. Cause I'm like, God damn, oh my God. Hey man, I don't mean no hard ratchet TV, but I don't mean no harm though, but God damn, I know you see. I know you see, you know, then I know you Sauce Walker turning up for this shit, you know, this how Illuminati work. Distract everybody. Boom, let me drop the top on these folks' ass, and you know what I'm saying? I'm getting this shit like this some fly shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing fly about this shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nothing fly about that. And then once you find out, be like, oh shit, damn. Oh, Saul Walker and shit. That's why he and then when you look, you would be like, he ain't just really just no. He a rapper, but he ain't just no. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Sauce Walker. I smack him. You know what I'm saying? And the gang I come from, he don't want to try it. And now make this shit public. Like, for now on, man, I want to smack all you bitch ass. You know what I'm talking about? Cause this third world with me, you dig what I'm talking about, man? This shit third world, bro. Man, them folk know what's going on, man. Them folk gonna get assassinated. And they gonna die, bro. You know what I'm talking about? But till then, man, I ain't even finna troll these niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause these niggas just small time niggas and looking big on the internet. You know what I'm talking about? These niggas, and you know I'm from Kansas City, right? And then look, I can tell you
He
a whole
poor.
about this nigga
Listen,
right
I'm
here.
gonna say this. He may be richer than a lot of people watching this, but that rich is poor because it could be gone tomorrow. He in the same hustle and bustle as everybody else in the trenches.
All this shit, I'm like, man, damn, I ain't never thought this shit would get this like this. You know what I'm talking about? And I swear to God, man, I want a man. If I get enough support, man, if I get enough support, man, I might run up on these niggas. Be like, man, I told y'all they was some hoes. I could slap a nigga. I slap one of these. It's a done deal. Call me out if they want to. Share this live and let them motherfuckers know who the fuck is Trey Gang. As soon as they mention my name, I'm gonna pull up at their location. I'm going live. I got a whole camera right now. Ready? And I'm gonna drink to that. Hi y'all. I'll be back, y'all. Thumb me up if y'all want me to come back. Couple of hours. Give me a little time, you know what I'm saying? Boom. I'm out this bitch, gang.